Welcome back. Today I'm here to teach you more horsey things in our series of how to horse or something. We don't really know what we call this series, but we're here to teach you some more important horsey things. And today we're going to go over something that we haven't done yet. We're going to be talking about grooming your horse. Having a nicely groomed horse is an essential part of horse ownership and horseback riding. And today I am going to be showing you 3 different techniques of how to groom your horse. Technique number 1 is clearly the best of all the techniques. Technique number 1 on how to groom your horse. Get someone else to do it for you. Why groom your own horse? There are people whose job is to groom horses. They're called grooms. Do I need to say it anymore? Okay, so maybe you don't have enough money for technique number 1. Not all of us are rich enough to hire a groom to groom our horses for us every time we ride. Technique number 2 is another tried and true method. Very similar to technique number 1. Technique number 2 is find a horse crazy girl to groom your horse for you. It's the same as technique number 1, but it's for those of us who have no money. The world is never in a short supply of horse crazy girls who want to spend as much time around horses as possible. You just find one out on the street and say, hey, want to brush and tack up my horse so I can ride them? Problem solved. They'll clean up that poo too. Now, if you're like I am, you've never been able to use technique number 1 or technique number 2. I am neither rich nor know people, so I've never had anyone groom my horse for me, so I have to do the old-fashioned method of grooming my horse myself. And I'm assuming most of you clicked on this video to see technique number 3 anyway, so we're going to jump into that. We're going to show you the tools of the trade, the grooming pieces you need to groom your horse. These are just a few of the grooming tools that you will need to groom your horse. There's a lot more, but here are some of the basic ones that you're going to see when grooming your horse. Since we're not doing full show prep, we're just grooming our horse for a casual ride, we're just going to use the very basic of the basic brushes today. We're going to start with brush number 1. Here we've got this one. Now, I don't remember what it's called, so I'll call it the circly. Now we're going to take the circly and we're going to just make circles on our horse, you know, to get all that, you can't eat it. No, it's not food, it's a grooming tool. We're going to take the circly and we're just going to make circles on our horse. Just make a whole lot of circles. You go all over your horse, making circles, and the circlies are just going to get all that dirt up. I don't remember what this one's called either, but it's kind of spiky, so I call it the spiky brush. So we're going to take the spiky brush and we're just going to brush everything that we got. We're going to just brush everything that we got with the circlies. Brush it all down. Now you're going to get dirty while you do this, so after you use every brush, I suggest you use it on yourself, just to make sure you're clean. Now this one, it's kind of soft. I'm going to call it the cushiony brush. Now the cushiony brush you can use on their face. You're not going to use anything else, but you just be nice and gentle and just kind of brush their face. There we go. This feels really good after I put a mud mask on her and really clear out her pores. You're going to use this in the same spots that you did the spiky brush and the circly brush. Now we've got a hairbrush, and this one's actually not for your horse. This one's for yourself. That way you make sure that you look clean while you're cleaning your horse. Just gotta make sure that you got a nice styled coif going on, you know what I mean? Next is the hoof pick. And this is for the hooves. It's in the name. Man, didn't that just take forever? Like, that was so boring. Like, it took so long. You can go through and use each individual brush, but man, you'll be here your entire life. You won't have time to ride after. You'll fall asleep due to boredom. That's why I've invented a hybrid, so to speak, of technique number 3. A much quicker, more efficient way of grooming your horse. My method that I invented is simple and effective. It saves you so much time. Use all the brushes at the same time. See, if you hold the circly brush right here, and the spiky brush here, and the cushiony brush in this hand, you go along your horse here, and you just use them all at the same time. My more advanced method adds in the hairbrush too, so you can brush the beautiful luscious mane at the same time you brush everything else. This one's advanced though. This isn't just for everybody. This is for when you become a master at grooming a horse. Grooming your horse can be fun and effective. You just pick the best technique for you. It's important to keep your horse clean. It helps to keep them healthy. It stops sores from creating under the saddle. But more importantly, a clean horse makes you look good. People are going to see your horse all done up and being like, wow, that's an amazing horse. Thank you. That is going to conclude today's lesson on how to groom. Where did this come from? You lost a shoe. How did you lose a shoe? You don't even wear shoes. No, we're going to talk about this. Yes, we are going to talk about this. What?